really like cuff between these two then. Tracy and Andretti come round to complete another lap, and they're soon going to be up behind Roberto Moreno. He's at the back of the next little group. Now this might give Michael Andretti that opportunity that he's been looking for. We've already heard over the radio that Tracy's not so happy with his car in traffic. This is where the pressure really starts to tell on Tracy. Can he get past Moreno without losing too much ground?
Roberto Moreno, that's a disgraceful piece of driving. He pulled over there to try and block Paul Tracy coming out of turn 4. There's no need for that whatsoever at this level. I think that was a bad move by Roberto Moreno. Paul Tracy, all credit to him, kept his cool, took the inside line, was able to fly past Moreno. It's well off the pace here, and the position is unchanged. So thank goodness, that would not have been the way to settle this motor race.
No, don't forget Moreno, his teammate to Michael Andretti. They've both got held up behind Greg Moore there, and Tracy took the wide line. Andretti had to take the wide line as well. Fantastic. This is just incredible. Who is going to take the victory out of these two? Another car to get past up on the right hand side. I think it's Dario Franchitti that they're going past now. Dario running in 13th position, and that's given Paul Tracy just a little bit of breathing space. He's pushing so hard, he's running brave. We know the car doesn't like running in the traffic so well, but in fact, if anything, he's gained through that little bit of traffic that they just had to deal with, and that just shows you how determined Paul Tracy is to hold on to this victory. We've just got 8 laps to go, Jeremy. 8 laps to go now, and Paul Tracy's still got a few more cars to deal with.
Yeah, there's one of the Toyotas right ahead of him now. It's Juan Fangio. Oh dear me, Fangio turns in the corner. You really don't have any choice of that corner there. You've got to take the line through that corner. Now Fangio pulls over. Good move by the Argentinian. Can answer? No. Andretti not able to make a move there. Paul Tracy held the line through the corner, comes off the corner well. No room there for Michael Andretti.
Michael even tried changing down a gear there. They've got a sort of choice of top gears that they can run, and he changed down to try and get a bit more off the corner, but it wasn't enough. So Andretti still sits in second place. A little bit of clean air for another lap or two, but there are only 6 laps to go as they come around. Last lap was a 21.8. Let's see what this lap is. 21 as they cross the line. 20.5 and a 20.4 from Andretti. A tenth of a second faster than Tracy on that last lap. He's closed up again fractionally, but down through turn 2, that's where Tracy can just eke away the advantage very, very slightly. Tracy just, wow, he goes right out towards the wall on the exit of turn 3. Another lap completed. Just 4 laps to go. Just over a minute's racing now, and Paul Tracy now beginning to feel that maybe it is going to be victory for him and Penske. Michael Andretti's going to have to pull something really, really special out of the bag now to take the victory.
Yeah, I think this is that's not. I think that's beyond him. Paul Tracy is driving absolutely beautifully. Next ahead of him on the road, about 100 yards ahead, is Scott Pruitt, who is running in 10th place. But it's a tall order for Michael Andretti. He's only got a couple of laps to do it. Oh, and there's a blow-up. One of the Toyotas has blown up as it comes past turn 3. There'll be a yellow flag out for sure.
It's the race to the line now. It's the race to the line. Oh, and he's just Paul Tracy, I think, has just won it, because it will be a yellow flag to the checkered flag now. And why? Oh, Tracy backed off so early.
Yeah, the yellow was out, so you can't pass on the yellow flag. And Michael Andretti realised that. So it's not like NASCAR where you race back to the yellow. In the kart series, that's not the case. When the yellow flag comes out, it's for a good reason. You take caution. So Michael Andretti not able to get that done, and Paul Tracy, there's only a couple of laps to go now, so he can perhaps breathe now for the first time in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Paul Tracy takes the victory. We've got Roger Penske in the pit lane.
It's a real run. This is a track that you got to handle all day. Paul did an outstanding job. Of course, we needed this one. You know, we came up with no water last year, so maybe finishing 1 and 3 means we're back on the track. But say the engine ran great. I just got to hand it to all our guys back in England, the designers, and of course Tracy and Hunter. You can't have 2 better pilots.
That's right, and I'll tell you what, very important, Gary. And Lee White just passed on the message. This has got to be a heartbreaker, denying you a chance for the last couple of laps. Got to be heartbreaking.
Well, for sure, Mike really drove his heart out. The car was great. We really had the car to beat. It's unfortunate we had the flat, but we'll get him next time.
Boy, this Swift is something on the ovals, guys.
So the yellow flag, we're still waiting for the end of this race. They'll come round, and they're on their last lap now to take the checkered flag, and that's the way the race will finish under yellow conditions. But Paul Tracy will take the first Penske win in a long, long time. And we've got Nick Guzet with us of Penske up here in the commentary box. Nick, this must just be a wonderful moment for you as the checkered flag waves for Paul Tracy, winner at Nazareth.
Well, it's very hard to express a feeling at the moment. It's been such a long time, and the whole team, and Mr. Penske and Mercedes, and just everybody who supports us will be so thrilled with this. And I know what I'm going to do on the way to Poole tomorrow. I'm stopping at the off license. I'm going to buy lots of champagne for everybody in the factory, and then you'll enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Nick, for joining us, and great win for Paul Tracy from Michael Andretti. Andretti takes the lead in the championship as a result of that second. Alonso third, Gilles de Ferran fourth, from Vassar, Rahal, Herta, Boesel, Guterman, and Pruitt and Zanardi from Ben Edwards and Jeremy Shaw in Nazareth. We'll have to say goodbye for now. See you next time.
Is it great? Thanks very much. Well done. Good stuff.
Good. Thank you, Nick. All right. Thank you for coming up. It's great. That was a bit of a rush at the end.
It was a shame it finished under yellow.
Yeah. Look at this. Absolute delight in the Penske camp then as Paul Tracy receives the congratulations from his crew after a brilliantly driven race from the Canadian. It's been such a drought of victories for the team. The relief is so apparent, isn't it, Jeremy?
Yes, indeed. It's relief as much as elation there, I'd say, for Paul Tracy in particular. He's been through some tough times. He's driven some extremely good races, only to come up short, but a magnificent drive by the Canadian this afternoon. Thoroughly deserved that victory.
Let's hear from the winning driver.
Off of Team Penske's back.